What if everything you thought you knew about this finale is completely wrong? Because the biggest twist is not what happened, but who it happened to. And trust me, you will not see the ending coming, so watch till the end. And if you want more shocking breakdowns like this, hit subscribe right now because we drop videos that keep you ahead of everyone else. Hey guys, welcome back, because what you are about to hear is not just a simple recap, but a deep unfolding of a finale that slowly builds tension and emotion in a way that keeps you watching every second without even realizing how invested you have become. And it all begins with the moment that should have been one of the most powerful scenes of the entire season, yet somehow it happens off camera, which instantly creates frustration and curiosity at the same time, as Janelle reaches the point she has been waiting for, her release, a moment that represents freedom, closure, and a shift into a completely new chapter of her life. But instead of witnessing it directly, we are given a still image that feels almost symbolic, like time has paused while something life-changing is happening just out of reach. And when she finally appears holding that release in her hand, there is a mix of relief and quiet strength in her energy, as if everything she has gone through has led her to this exact moment. And the way she talks about how quickly it was granted almost feels surprising, which makes you wonder if there's more happening behind the scenes that we're not fully seeing. And while Janelle is stepping into this new phase, something equally unexpected is unfolding elsewhere, where Cody and Mary appear to be in a better place, which feels almost unreal considering the history between them, and yet Cody insists that things are good now, which might sound reassuring but also carries a sense of uncertainty because viewers have seen how fragile these dynamics can be. And just when you think things might settle into a calm rhythm, Cody decides to go four-wheeling again at the same location where a previous accident happened, which immediately creates tension because it feels like a risky choice that could lead to something unpredictable. And Robin, watching this, believes that Cody has changed after what she describes as his apology tour, calling it a success, which adds another layer to the narrative as it begins to frame his past actions as part of a journey toward growth. But whether that growth is genuine or simply part of a larger story being presented becomes a question that lingers in the background. And then the episode shifts into a moment that fans have been waiting for, but never fully heard discussed, as Mary and Janelle sit down together in a calm setting that contrasts sharply with the complexity of their past. And as they begin to talk, something surprising is revealed that adds a completely new dimension to their relationship, showing that before everything, they were connected in a way that changes how we see their interactions now. And Janelle speaks about it as if it was brief and not significant, but Mary acknowledges that it did matter, which creates a subtle tension between their perspectives because it shows how differently they experienced the same situation and how those feelings may still exist beneath the surface, even if they are not fully expressed. And this moment adds depth to their connection, making it clear that their history is more layered than it may have seemed. And just as you start to process that revelation, the episode pulls you back into the unpredictable dynamic between Cody and Robin, who decide to go ahead with the four-wheeling despite everything that has happened before, which builds a sense of anticipation where you almost expect something to go wrong, and then it does, as Cody ends up in another accident. And even though he is ultimately fine, the moment reinforces a pattern of pushing limits and facing consequences. And when he admits that it was his fault, it feels like a rare moment of accountability, but also raises questions about why he continues to place himself in situations that lead to these outcomes, and whether this behavior is driven by a desire for excitement or something deeper that has not yet been addressed. And all of these moments begin to connect, creating a narrative that feels less like a straightforward finale and more like a series of emotional threads being pulled tighter and tighter as the story moves forward, keeping the viewer engaged and curious about what will happen next. As the episode continues, the tone begins to shift in a way that feels both lighter on the surface and deeper underneath, as Christine steps in to organize something that is not about loss, but about transformation, creating a space that celebrates Janelle stepping into a new phase of her life. And this gathering feels intentionally different, filled with small details that seem playful yet meaningful, from the spice bar to the temporary tattoos to the presence of people who have supported her journey. And this moment carries a sense of release, not just in the literal sense, but emotionally as well, as Janelle allows herself to embrace the idea that she is no longer defined by what she has left behind, but by what she is moving toward. And even though there is laughter and warmth, there is also a quiet understanding among everyone present that this moment represents years of change, growth, and difficult decisions. And when Janelle chooses a bold, temporary tattoo, it feels symbolic, like a visual representation of stepping into a version of herself that is still unfolding. And at the same time, the episode weaves in conversations among the women that bring a reflective tone as they talk about what they have learned through their experiences. And these discussions reveal patterns of resilience and self-awareness as each person acknowledges how their past relationships shaped them in ways they may not have fully understood at the time. And these moments add emotional weight because they are not just about looking back, but about understanding how those experiences influence the choices they will make moving forward. And while this sense of reflection builds, there is another storyline developing that introduces a different kind of energy as Mary spends time with Ron. And what starts as a simple outing slowly reveals something more meaningful as they share small moments that highlight personality and connection, like noticing imperfections and finding humor in them, or talking about appreciating simple details in life. And these interactions may seem subtle, but they create a foundation that suggests the possibility of something new. And this sense of possibility is balanced with uncertainty because it is clear that this is only the beginning and there are still many unknowns about where this connection might lead. And just when the episode seems to settle into this calmer rhythm, there is a sudden shift as an unexpected moment occurs during their outing, creating a brief sense of tension that reminds the viewer how quickly things can change. And this constant movement between lightness and intensity keeps the narrative engaging. As it builds toward the final moments, and then the focus returns to Cody and Robin, who sit down to have a conversation that is meant to be open and honest, but quickly becomes emotionally charged as Robin expresses how she reacts when she feels emotional instability, introducing a dynamic that raises questions about communication, trust, and the ways people navigate difficult emotions within relationships. And this moment adds complexity because it shows that even as things appear to improve, there are still underlying issues that have not been fully resolved. And then comes a moment that stands out as one of the most talked about parts of the finale, as Cody delivers an apology that is intended to be meaningful, yet is framed in a way that sparks debate about fairness and perspective, creating a sense of imbalance that lingers even after the conversation ends. And this moment becomes a focal point for viewers as they consider what it truly means to take responsibility and whether all voices have been equally heard. And just when it seems like the emotional peak has been reached, the episode shifts once more to Mary, who reflects on the idea of moving forward and what the future might hold. And her words carry a sense of cautious optimism as she considers new possibilities while remaining aware of the past. And this balance between hope and hesitation becomes the closing tone of the episode, leaving viewers with a sense that while one chapter has ended, another is just beginning. And as the screen fades, there is a lingering feeling that the story is far from over, especially with hints of upcoming tell-all episodes where unresolved tensions may finally come to the surface and new revelations could reshape everything once again. And beyond that, there are subtle indications that the journey will continue into another season, even if it looks different from what we have seen before. And this uncertainty becomes part of what keeps the audience invested because it leaves room for speculation about who will return, what stories will unfold, and how the dynamics will evolve, ensuring that the narrative continues to draw viewers back in as they wait to see what happens next. And just like that, the finale leaves us with more questions than answers and a future that feels completely unpredictable. So if you want to stay ahead of every twist and breakdown, hit subscribe right now because the next reveal might change everything.